Barbecue, and right behind me, this is what we're gonna do. I got the ugly drum smoker fired up with a basket of coals ready to go. We're gonna do some ribs, St. Louis spare ribs. Oh yeah. Now let me tell you a story. That's like one word, all right? It's L-E-METE-Y-A. Let me tell you. It's a good word. All right, so let me tell you a story. When I first did this UDS, first thing I did was some baby back ribs. And they were good ribs. You didn't even need sauce. You know it's good ribs when you don't need sauce, y'all. So you bite through it, and you get that bite mark right there. The rest of the meat stays on the bone. You bite through it, but it's tender. And baby backs are real tender. It's competition style ribs from what I understand. I don't do competitions, but that's what I understand. And this man named Onion from Onion Smoke Shack, good channel. Check him out. He'll be in the description box. You just hit the little show more thing and you can click his channel. He said he likes his fall off the bone. Gave me grief about it. That's grief. All right. So anyway, my friend Onion was giving me grief about it. But then last Thursday, I cooked some St. Louis spare ribs and I overdid them. They went too long and they were fall off the bone ribs. And boy, my wife and kids loved them. And I was sitting there fussing and mumbling and grilling and belly aching. And I overdid them, I'm mad. I didn't do a video about it because I overdid them. But my wife and kids loved them. And Onion posted a video that night about trying to do ribs that weren't fall off the bone, weren't as tender as he normally likes them, and he mentioned me in it. He gave me a shout out, and I thank you, Onion, for that. I did. It helped my channel out and everything. So anyway, he did one that very night, and my wife laughed about it, you know. He's trying to do it your way, but he likes it our way. I said, how did you know it's your way? You never, because I've been married to her 18 years. Only rib she's ever eaten is mine, I hope. Anyway, or, you know, the restaurant style ribs or something, maybe, if I was paying for it, I hope. Anyway, so this is a Touché video for Onion. Onion Touché. I'm gonna do fall off the bone ribs today just for you, my man. Now I was gonna do this thing yesterday, but you know what? The Lord intervened. And I'm glad I didn't do it yesterday, because let me tell you another story. Let me tell you, that's a good word. Let me tell you. 2 apostrophes in it. Let me tell you. All right, let me tell you another story. Yesterday, I was out in my garden picking some cucumbers, adjusting the sprinkler because my sprinkler was doing this. It wasn't going. It's supposed to go. It wasn't doing that, and I had to fix it. So I was out there fixing a sprinkler in my garden, and my wife hollers out the back door yesterday afternoon. She goes, "Robert!" Because you know, when you got a nickname like Big Lou, or you got a nickname, there's only 2 people in the world call you by your first name. That's your wife and your mama. Everybody else calls you by your nickname, and your kids call you daddy. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, she hollers out the door, "Robert!" I said, "What, honey?" Because you don't call your wife by her first name. You got to call your wife honey, darling, sweetie, something like that. You can't call your wife by your first name. I said, "What, honey?" She said, "You better hurry in here." I said, "Why is that?" She said, "Because they having a rib cook-off on the Steve Harvey show." I said, "What?" She said, "A rib cook-off on the Steve Harvey show. It's a real food fight. You better get in here." So I come running in the house with 2 cucumbers, 1 in each hand, sit them on the counter and sat down and watched Steve Harvey show. He's wearing a pink suit, y'all. I'm like, who wears a pink suit to eat barbecue ribs? And he had one chef from St. Louis. St. Louis is on the west side of the Mississippi River, way up north. And Memphis is on the east side of the Mississippi River, way up north, but a little south of St. Louis. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, they had a restaurant from Memphis and a restaurant from St. Louis doing ribs. And the restaurant from St. Louis was doing St. Louis style ribs. And the restaurant from Memphis was doing baby backs. But he called them pork loin because it sounds better in restaurants or something, pork loin ribs. Anyway, they had the audience test them, but they didn't know whose was whose. On the Steve Harvey show, Steve Harvey was enjoying both ribs. He said they were both good. Anyway, the audience, they announced the winner, and they said the audience picks the fall off the bone St. Louis style ribs, 54 to 46%. And my wife goes, "Ha! See, fall off the bone ribs are better." And I said, "Don't worry about it. It's a Steve Harvey show. He read the wrong name on the card." Anyway, here's how I did it, y'all. Big Lou Barbecue. Let's get this smoker fired up. All right. I hope you enjoyed the story. All right, got this basket full of coals hot and ready, and then we're gonna cool it off once we drop it down in here, just like this. Woo! Oh yeah, now, we're gonna put this in here. This goes down to this level about right there, where these things are. This is my heat diffuser. my heat diffuser plate. Goes right in there like that, get in the center. This is the main cooking grate. It goes about right here, just below this thermometer. I dropped it. There it goes, it's about right there, right here at these levels. And this is the top cooking grate. I'm gonna cook the rib tips on this to make some jambalaya with tomorrow. Then I'm gonna cook some potatoes on it. Here's the lid, right here. We're gonna get this up to temperature. I'll put a little shelf on here. Let me show you that shelf, y'all. Woo! See that shelf? All right, yeah, I put gadgets on it and a radio. That radio only gets 3 stations. It gets LSU Athletics, Saints football, and the Southern Gospel and Bluegrass station. Big Lou Barbecue. Okay, I spent so much time in the intro, I'm gonna speed up the prep work. I cut the 2 7.5-pound slabs down to St. Louis style spare ribs. I'm gonna put mustard and Worcestershire sauce in the rub I made. The rub I made is 2 tablespoons Creole seasoning, 2 tablespoons brown sugar, a teaspoon of ground mustard, and a teaspoon of cumin. And that's all I'm putting on there. All right, I'm just gonna rub the mustard and the Worcestershire sauce and the rub into both sides of the ribs. Some people put both the mustard and Worcestershire sauce in first. I just kind of put them on and put it in together. All right, so there's more rust. I'm doing it on the bone side right here as well. Some people don't do the bone side, but I think there's enough meat on the bone side for the rub to bleed through to both sides, especially when I'm gonna be pulling the bones out, all right? So we're doing both sides of the slab's rib. The membrane was removed. Okay, this thing was running up around 300 and that was too hot. So I closed off my top vents and I closed out the air intake on the back with the cap. And it should be dropping down. We're gonna set that right there. It should be, this is where the rib tips are gonna go. Top rack, gotta get it out of there for the ribs. Anyway, it should be dropping down to 250, 225-ish. You know, I'm not sure if these came from the same pig, but I want to tell you, I had a right and a left side, and I usually don't have that. I usually get like 2 rights or 2 lefts, and they were about the same size, so that's good to know. All right, St. Louis ribs are on. All right, so these rib tips are gonna wind up in jambalaya. Now, let's get this out of here. Hang it on my, I don't know if you can see it, I don't know if it's on camera, but it devised a little place to hang that right there on the side. Ooh, look at that. Let's pull these ribs out of here. They're falling apart already, y'all. Come on. Here we go. They're falling apart already. All right, Johnny, I'm getting it done the way you want it done. You see that? You see that right there? That's at about 1/2 to 3/4 inch of pullback. That's what you're looking for. But we're gonna wrap these and put them on for about another hour, and then they should be about ready to go. All right? Come on, get in there. Get under the boat. Now, they falling apart. They falling apart. Ah, that's hot, man! Okay, what we want to do is we want to get these wrapped up and back on the smoker as quickly as possible. I want them to go in the foil for about another hour just to tenderize them a little more. Now what that is right there is radioactivated butter. I'll put about 1/2 stick of butter in the microwave and radioactivate it so it pours just like that right there. Now, this is that rub I made earlier. I'm gonna put some more of that on here. Now, Johnny Onion, he uses something called Big Belly Rub, but I don't know where to find that. So this is something I made and I figured it'd be okay since I got a big belly. You understand what I'm saying? All right, he also spritzed his with Coca-Cola. Well, I'm not a Coca-Cola guy. I like Royal Crown. That's right, I drink Royal Crown. Not Crown Royal, by the way, Royal Crown. And I don't deserve Royal Crown. I deserve a thorny crown, but the King of Kings and Lord of Lords has offered me his Royal Crown in exchange for my thorny crown. Y'all know what I'm talking about? If you can, testify by saying amen down in the comments. All right. Now, we're going to just put those on there like that. And these are already falling off the bone. Look at that right there. Now, we're going to throw in a little bit more butter on the back side. Look at those ribs pull away. Woo! A little bit more cola. And a little bit more of this rub. We're gonna wrap it up tight and do the same to the other side. Just like this right here. Wrap them tight, tight, tight. And then we're gonna get them on the smoker. All right, now we got better do it like this. Turn it around and do it like this. Yeah, that'll get it. That's gonna get it. All right, we're gonna do the same to the other slab and put them back on the smoker. Big Lou Barbecue. All right, these slabs are wrapped. Meat side down again. Right there in the smoker. All right. Okay, we're gonna unwrap these right here on the grill. Look how juicy they are, but I want them to firm up a little bit, get a little more of that bark back. So they need to earn that bark back. So we're just gonna pull like this. Now remember, I've got that drip pan down there. So these are not dripping right on the fire. All right, they're dripping on the drip pan, and that's cool. I'll just wash that later. Fall off the bone ribs. Johnny, look at that. Johnny, look at that. You think that's fall off the bone? Ooh, wee! Smell. I wish you could smell it. Oh, man.
My bones fall out the meat.
All right. How's that, Johnny? All right, we're going to make some sandwiches with this. We'll pull them off of here in about 25, 30 minutes. Big Lou Barbecue. Okay, these fall off the bone ribs have been on here about 30 minutes after we took them out of the foil. I think I'm gonna need to get a spatula to get them off. I'm not gonna be able to get them off with a hook. So I'll show you inside when we do the taste test. Big Lou Barbecue. Okay, fall off the bone ribs. Now I don't normally do it like this, and my stepdad would probably say they're overdone. But look at here. I think I might have failed at this, y'all. I think I might have made fall off the rib bones. Look, it just falls off the rib. But like I said in the intro, look at that. You can just put that slice right there on the sandwich. That is the advantage to ribs this tender. All right, I normally don't cook them this tender, but I tell you what, trying to make a rib sandwich when they're still on the bone is not as easy as just slapping something like that right there on a sandwich. All right, so let's do a taste test and try these. Hannah, I'm gonna let you testify to that right quick. That's my camera girl and my daughter. She's gonna test. She loves them. I told you the fall off the bone ribs might not win competitions. You know what? I'm not real sure. I need another sample, bigger sample, test sample, right? Yeah, I was sure. Oh. All right, onion. I know you put your favorite big belly rub on there. I don't know what that is, but I made my rub, and I got a big belly. So anyway, I did put some cola in it. Got that RC cola in it. I know you use Coca-Cola in yours. You can taste that. And if you're wondering, folks, I use Kingsford hickory briquettes. It's the briquettes infused with the hickory. I don't usually buy that, but it was on sale, and I used about 3 chunks of hickory, so I can definitely taste the hickory because I've been smoking a lot with pecan for the last year or two. I've used a lot of pecan wood, and I can definitely tell the difference with the hickory. It's just melt in your mouth. Really, really good. Look at this again, Hannah. Right here. Look at that. Look, other slab too. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look how. All right, fall off the bone ribs. Big Lou Barbecue, I can do it too. I'm gonna make me a sandwich. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, back up here. Go. I'm gonna make me a sandwich. Whatever kind of sauce we got in there, we probably don't have Cattleman's. My family, like my son, likes that Sweet Baby Ray's. And I'll put a pickled green tomato on it on a hamburger bun. Make me a rib sandwich. I won't need to go to McDonald's in November for the McRibs anymore. Look at this. This is good. Big Lou Barbecue. Just a second, y'all. I didn't show y'all that cover of the meat side. That beautiful color on the meat side. Y'all see that beautiful color on the meat side? I almost forgot that. I'm gonna have to cut that in right there. All right, Big Lou Barbecue. Fall off the bone ribs is gonna be delicious.